Edge speaks well. Damian Priest speaks well. They need a hired assassin. Bro, why not? The one we always talk about, bro. Veer Mahan, bro. Why not Veer Mahan as the hired assassin?
Let's move over to 2022, nearly 25 years later, with Edge starting a faction. Doesn't really have a name for it. We called it the World Order. We called it the BCWO. So
yeah, I think it isn't that it? Didn't that stick? Didn't that
yes,
stick? The Blue Chair Order. Okay, that's the name then going forward.
BCWO, yes, indeed. So, interestingly enough, I know for me, and I imagine Vince too, I got a lot of people tweeting me, tweeting that how much they loved that name and how much we got that name over.
There it is.
Blue so we will stick with BCWO.
Yes.
There we go. Yes. So the Blue Chair World Order, ladies and gentlemen, spearheaded by Edge. Right now, it has Damian Priest, who was floundering, who had a U.S. title run, is floundering. Looks like Rhea Ripley will be another person. So let's get into three names who possibly could benefit in joining the BCWO. I'll go first. I'll go. My first pick, Vince, is T-Bar. Is Dijakovic or Dominic Donovan Dijak is who his name was in Ring of Honor, and eventually Dijak and then Dijakovic and now T-Bar. It's just kind of going through the ringer when it comes to gimmicks, retribution, and a whole bunch of other things. He's like, at this point, tons of talent. I've interviewed him before. We talked a lot about his rise to becoming a notable name, his feud with Keith Lee that was really, really good in the Indies. And I think this guy has a ton of talent. And I said for a while that he should gain more weight, just because it'll have him have more of a monster type of role. I think that would have helped him. He did gain the weight. He looks like more of a monster. And I think that he has a bunch of potential. And plus, he's taller than Edge. So he'll look like, him and Priest are similar height. And so they'll make Edge look better. And so I think even if you want to team him with Priest and have them go for the tag titles, I think that'll really help his career, because right now it's directionless.
I like it. He's got the look. I'm going to throw. I got suggestions too, Chris.
Okay.
And the first one may be of a little bit of a shocker to you.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why I like it. We got the Blue World Chair Order.
BCWO.
BCWO. And they're dressed to the nines, which I like. I like that. I like the gothic dressed up. I like that. But what that means is they're going to need a hired assassin. They don't do the dirty work. They're prim, proper. Bro, Edge speaks well. Damian Priest speaks well. They need a hired assassin. Bro, why not? The one we always talk about, bro. Veer Mahan, bro. Why not Veer Mahan as the hired assassin? Let him out of control. They let him out the cage, bro. They let him out the cage, and he does their dirty work. They don't get their hands dirty.
I like it. Veer Mahan. Yeah. All right, so I'll my second pick kind of has something to do with that. As far as the person who will do a lot of the action, I think this person, it will help his career. It will change the direction. His career is well established now, but it's just not really good right now. He needs a major injection of newness in his career right now in the WWE, and he would be more of the utility player. It's not losing all the time, but he'll be the one just kind of going out there and competing in a lot of the matches. They can even be around the ring. They can help, call disqualification. They can surround. They can do a lot of things, but he is the guy that would be more of the utility player in the group, and that would be Finn Balor. I think Finn Balor, at this point, there's just nothing going for him. I think at this point, he's looking for answers. He's soul searching. They can definitely have a soul searching type of angle with him and direction with him. They can, I mean, Vignette City. There's so many vignettes that can come. This can be a gradual thing that lasts many weeks. He's soul searching. They do, he's in the dark woods or he's doing something. He sees a light, and eventually as weeks go by, the light at the end of this tunnel is Edge. And Edge is like, man, I know that you haven't been doing well. You've been losing matches. You have no direction. I am your answer. And there you go. It causes him to join the corporation. I think that his career is good enough. Join the BCWO. I think his career is good enough now that he can do it to help his career to become a babyface again. Because eventually what you could do is at the end of his run, he realized that Edge is not the answer. And that causes him to do the demon gimmick again as a babyface. And this can drag out to next year's WrestleMania. Finn Balor versus Edge and Finn being the demon.
Yeah, and they could put the belt on Finn as the demon. Then they can beat him for the next 6 weeks and take the belt off of him.
Exactly. That's perfect booking. Absolutely.
Bro, I'm going completely outside of the box.
Okay.
I don't know if you're ready for this, Doctor. Are you ready for this? I'm going outside the box.
Let me brace up.
You know what I really loved?
There's your guts right there, man. Let me brace up.
I really loved, bro. I really loved the NWO when Bischoff was a commentator, and then Bischoff joined them. Okay. So he was like, they spoke through Bischoff kind of a thing. Well, bro, I keep reading everywhere, that Corey Graves wants to get... Bro, do that with... They only speak to Corey Graves. Come on, bro. We see the crazy tattoos. We know this guy's got a dark side to him. Let that come out a little bit. They only speak to Corey Graves. They only talk through Corey Graves, and that could eventually lead to maybe... Now, the part that doesn't work, bro, is like they're doing so much of the Corey Carmella thing now, and like you would really have to make some changes in storyline because it wouldn't fit right now. But I would love them to have. They only speak to him. They only do interviews with him. He rides around with them. We see that more darker, tattooed, pierced up guy. I think that would be cool, man. I think that'd be a little different.
And I would even say on those lines, I think it would be even cool if he did more of a manager role, for them as like
absolutely. Yep. Or even a business consultant, or he signs the deals. You got, I like that. Yeah. That would be really, really cool. Like you said, more of a dark side. And he used to, when he was in NXT, he kind of had like a dark style villainous role toward the end of his career. He could even go back to those roots.
That would be that'd be pretty cool. I like that idea. Yeah. All right, so my third and final option here is someone who is in very, very much need of a character change. All right, so this person, young kid, he had a lot of promise, and he has been booked super sour lately because it seems like there's no direction with him. Another person who can be a recipient of someone who's soul searching. Okay, this angle could go super far, and it can actually lead to a SummerSlam match between two people. All right, my third and final option is Dominic Mysterio. I think that Dominic Mysterio would have a really that's out there. Yeah, the same soul searching gimmick. Yeah. All right. And so this can actually lead to Edge, kind of bringing him closer to the dark side. But Ray is kind of like the angel on one shoulder. Edge is like kind of like the devil on the other shoulder. And they have an angle that they're trying to pull each other, and then Dominic is just kind of caught in the middle, and Edge is trying to bribe him, and this can actually lead into a Edge versus Rey Mysterio match at SummerSlam. I think that
I
this
like
would be
that, bro.
really,
That makes a lot of sense. I like that. The young kid that could be controlled and manipulated and brainwashed. I like that.
Yep.
I'm going outside the WWE for the last one, bro.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going outside of the box because I think this would be super cool. I think they should go out, bro, and I think Edge needs to get his Obi-Wan. I would love to see Edge. I would love to see Gangrel. I would love to see David Heath come back. And bro, like I said, I'm not. He doesn't have to be another wrestler on the roster. Literally, Obi-Wan. You know, they go to him for advice. They go to him for wisdom. You know, I mean, God, I think that would be. I think that would be absolutely tremendous. I think Edge returns the favor. And I think they could, you know, really use it in a way. I mean, remember the whole thing with the ministry was supposed to be the higher power.
Yep.
That's kind of what this is here, because Edge learned everything he did from Gangrel. Now you bring old Obi-Wan back. I think that would be such a nice touch, bro.
That would be a nice touch. Now, how would you book that? Would it be more of a he directly introduced us to Gangrel, or do you draw it out? Like, you know, he told us. You
keep it a mystery. Just like Elias should have been a mystery, bro. Like, this guy should have been hitting and running. Wait a minute. Is that, you know, under a hood? What, like, they just totally blew that. Definitely a mystery.
With real quick on the Elias note, would Elias have been an interesting choice? And they just like don't even do the whole Ezekiel thing and just bring him in with the Edge?
Bro, I think, I'm telling you, bro. Listen, I'm just gonna say this, Chris. I'm not gonna say too much. I hate getting people in trouble. I've dealt with Elias on a personal level. Bro, he just has way too much personality to be one of a group. This guy is, bro, I'm telling you, this guy is oozing Randy Savage personality. I'm telling you, bro, I've seen it. I've experienced it. So to put him as one in a group, he's got too much charisma, I think, bro.
So out of all the choices that we made, which one do you think could benefit the most out of this as far as kind of transitioning into a stronger singles career?
The one that makes the most sense to me is Dominic. That's a tailor-made story, bro. Tailor-made. That one makes the most sense to me.
How would you book that?
You know, bro, again, that's the problem, Chris. We talk about it all the time, the lack of storytelling. We would have to see the breakdown of the relationship between the father and the son. We really have to see that. And bro, I would do it in a different way, bro. And I would literally do it in a way of, you know, kind of Ray is a little disappointed in Dom. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you carried a Mysterio name. You know what that, I would do it differently, you know, rather than, you know, the son who can't live up to the name of the father and becomes bitter. No, do it the other way, where the father is saying, you know, I never thought I'd say this, Dominic, but, you know, you're a disappointment. You know, I mean, but see, bro, they don't do stuff like that. You would need at least a 3-month story with the father and son breaking down, and then you segue it into this.
Yeah. I think it would be cool with that. I think you have Dominic undecided for so long. You know what I mean? Like you do the story with that, because what you do, you can stretch this out, because what you could do is you could do Ray versus Edge at SummerSlam, and then Dominic is the one who helps Edge, and Edge beats Ray because Dominic basically shows, his allegiance at that time.
Yeah, bro, a lot of similarities, and it's not a hard story to tell. Kind of like Vince Russo and David Flair, where like a guy like Vince Russo knew that this has been festering and festering and festering for years, and if there was one guy there to just poke the bear, something similar to that.
Yep, I like it. And then of course, you get that's at SummerSlam, and you can continue to draw it out. Rey Mysterio gets beaten and battered so much, that he takes a few months off. He comes back during Royal Rumble season, and then you can stem that to the Rey versus Dominic match.
And Dominic retires Rey.
Yes, I like it. Yep.
Yeah.
Dominic retires Rey. There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you see this happen on real TV, you know where it came from. So this guy,
and if you see this happening on real TV, you are having a hallucination because this is never going to happen on real TV. You're on some kind of trip, bro. That's all I want to say.
Yes. You have been smelling too many mushrooms. If this happens on real TV. Well, I think it has a lot of potential if it does happen. So much more than what it seems like this is leading. So again, if you see some of this happen, either you've been sniffing too many mushrooms or somebody's been looking at and listening to Writing with Russo. With this guy right here, Vince Russo, and me, Dr. Chris, you all have a good night. Solo.